live now. Hi everyone, this is Aditya Sharma, and with me I have my guest today, Aun. How are you doing, Aun?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Aditya?
I'm doing great. Well, guys, if you can let us know in the chat box that you can hear us loud and clear, you can see us absolutely fine, that would be very, very helpful. In the meantime, I'll also double check on my end if we are live on LinkedIn and YouTube. Okay, so just give me a minute and I will confirm you.
Yes, we are live.
We're
I can.
live on
Yep.
LinkedIn. Okay, cool. That's hear us loud and clear. You can see. Okay, perfect. Let me also open it in my end so I can see comments faster. Okay, click to join live. Okay, we are here. Absolutely perfect. Okay. So, guys, let's wait for a few more minutes and allow everyone else to join. I can see people are joining in. We'll take probably 2 to 3 more minutes and we'll have everyone join in. In the meantime, why don't we start with a brief introduction? Aun, where are you located right now?
So I'm located in New Jersey. That's in south side of New Jersey. Like it, if someone knows about Atlantic City, of course, people they know. So
Mhm.
it's a 30 minutes drive from Atlantic City.
Okay, got it. And I'm based out of Miami, Florida. I'm based out of San Francisco, but for the next few months, I'll be in Miami, Florida.
Oh, for summer.
For summer, yeah, actually, almost every year in October we come here,
Hmm.
and October to April or May we try to stay here, and then
Oh,
again back to Bay Area.
nice, nice. Yeah, I heard. We have one of our neighbor. They move in summer to Florida.
Uh, those people are called like snowbirds, right? Because they try to get away from winters or
Mhm.
snow, right? So a lot of people here from Canada, from New York area, right, where it's too cold, they come here for a few months and then they go back. Just
Mhm.
not a bad strategy at all. I
Yeah,
really like it.
that's good to hear.
Okay, guys, if you can also let us know your current location in the chat box, that would be great point to get started. So please let us know your current location, and we'll take it from there. Okay, let's see where people are dialing in from. And guys, if you can also let us know that you can hear us loud and clear, that would be helpful. Although we have checked it on our end, but good to hear from you as well. Samarth is from Cincinnati, Ohio. Ashwarya is again from Cincinnati, Ohio, which is great. Okay. Ali Heather is from Ontario, Canada. Ali, what's the temperature in Canada now, Ontario? I have a friend. He always complain about winters there. Whenever it's like even 1 or 2 degrees centigrade, he is like, today is good weather. K. Mansi is from Buffalo, New York. Vaishnavi is from Washington, D.C. Summer, thanks for confirming. Mansi, thank you for confirming. And guys, also let us know if you are currently studying or if you are currently in a job. What's your status? And I'm asking this question because recently we have started interacting with different universities, professors, your professors who are teaching software engineering, data science, and business analytics related subjects, and we are trying to get our projects platform there, and it has been adopted by a few universities already. So we can see that we can replicate the same thing at many different universities.
Nice.
Yep, because on like, and this thing actually started when we got in touch with a professor at Arizona State University, and she told me that the challenge is that because of limited time, my office hours are limited, my TA's office hours are limited. We cannot provide that one-on-one support to students, as well as when they submit their report, we are unable to provide detailed feedback to each and every candidate,
Yeah.
right? Plus our response time is also too much. We need at least a week of or 10 weeks 10 days of time to get back to candidate. That's where at one university we've already implemented our platform now. Professors are actually using our platform to give their weekly assignments in the projects. They're able to see every candidate's progress right there in the real time. Candidates can ask questions immediately, and professors are able to provide feedback really fast. And more than anything, earlier the professor was sharing like not so latest projects with the candidates. Now they're able to share, get their candidates work on the most recent and in demand projects in the industry. So I think that's very, very beneficial for them.
Of course, that's really good to hear, and of course, it's a good opportunity for students as well to perform real world projects. Because, like, I heard a lot of students, they do complain like, from where we can find real world projects. We are doing dummy projects, and then, like, it's just
Yes. No, and I think professors can never provide real time or real world projects by themselves because they're not working in the industry. It's changing every single day, right? You're
right.
working in the industry, you would know much better like what problems you're solving these days, right? We had a mentor, her name is Ruchi, and like now she's working with us to provide us two very real world scenarios that she got a chance to work on, right? And if candidates get to work on those projects, I think it will be way more beneficial.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have people from Mexico, Cynthia from Nairobi, Kenya. So yeah, good to see people from everywhere. Mansi says currently pursuing masters in business analytics from University of Buffalo. Okay, University of Buffalo. I think Sunny Buffalo is different, and University of Buffalo is different. Okay. Aishwarya currently studying MS Business Analytics and the process of job search. Sagar is from Binghamton, New York. You must be close by to this position now. No?
So yes,
Mm-hmm.
but like, we have almost 3 hours drive for New
Okay,
York. Yeah,
got it. Got
it
it.
depends on the traffic as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so guys, as I was just mentioning you about this opportunity that we are working with different professors, let me share a link. If you are interested in connecting me with your professor, right, whichever professor you're working with or who have taught you, either for software engineering, data analysis, data science, business analytics, data mining. If you can introduce me to your professor, I would love to hear what are their current challenges and what type of resolution do they seek, right? And a lot of candidates from previous sessions have introduced me to their professors, and we are having conversation with them. It's a great learning for us, and hopefully we'll be able to provide a very thorough solution to professors, right? In return, if we would be more than happy to help you with a complete free resume and a LinkedIn review. I'll be happy to connect you with my team. They will connect with you and will help you with your entire resume and LinkedIn review. Plus, we will also help you with how to do networking effectively to get referrals. Okay, so I'm sharing a link here in the chat box with everyone. If you can introduce me, just fill out this Google form. One second, fill out this Google form. Okay, so this Google form, just fill out this Google form, and I will reach out to you to schedule a quick call, right, or how to move ahead. And it will be great to talk to your professor, learn about their challenges, and if we can help them in any way, that would be amazing. Okay, so please take a moment to fill out this Google form. Will take say a minute of time, and if you, it's that short, right? So please fill it out really quick, and then we'll move ahead. In the meantime, what's your plan for the weekend now? Um,
So, it's Ramadan.
is it done or is it still in progress?
So it's still in the progress. Like, we have like approximately 4 or 5 days left. So
Okay.
probably next Wednesday or Thursday is going to be Eid for us. After Ramadan, that's our big celebration.
Yep.
So trying to you know do some shopping uh, on this weekend, and then, like, so so far we don't have like anything like big plans for now, because like with fasting it's
Difficult,
you
right?
don't there is I would say like we don't have left energy you know so
My
so yeah,
co-founder.
this weekend we have just cooking for us, like some plans for cooking as well. And then we serve, like my sister, she cooks, and then we serve in our mosque, where we go for prayer in the night time. So that's the only plan.
So my co-founder, he's from Algeria. He was born and raised in. He was raised in France, and then he moved to the US. And he follows Ramadan. So I remember he does it every single year, and he takes this as an opportunity to get detoxed as well as to maintain his weight. Every
Yep.
year, he says, Aditya, it's a great opportunity for me to lose like 5 to 10 pounds and get back again in shape.
And
So
while you talk about losing weight, so I lose my 7 pounds.
yeah,
That
that's amazing.
that is very I would say it's my first time ever in
Mhm.
Ramadan I check my weight. So
Okay.
I'm trying to maintain my diet as well. uh,
Hmm.
Afterwards, like I checked, I believe that was 20th day of Ramadan or like 17th, I don't remember now. But after that I thought like I should maintain that. I stopped taking sugar. uh, if I need something, sweet, so then I just have one spoon, or like little bit.
Nice. I think it's a great way. It's a great way to like at least maintain your weight, right? Get toxics out of your body, and whenever I try to do fasting, like to lose weight, here or there I cheat, right? And then again back to old track.
Yeah.
But it's so good. No, I've been seeing like my co-founder like doing it for the last 7 years now, and
Mhm.
it's amazing for him.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, I hope you have filled the Google form. I can already see a few responses. So thank you so much, guys, for your interest. I'll definitely reach out to you after this meeting so that we can take the next step, and let's see if we can connect with your professor. So now let's get started with introduction and this particular project. So thank you so much, everyone who are joining us for the very first time. uh, those who are repeat users, you already know what's the process. But for our first time users, let me give you a quick overview of why we do this project, why we are all here together. So we realized a few months ago that a lot of entry level candidates, people who are transitioning in their career or people who are coming back to work after a long time, they struggle to land interview calls. And the biggest reason for their struggle is not having hands-on work experience. Most of the employers need job ready talent, people who have some hands-on experience, industry experience, who can join them and do not require much of the training. And that's where we realize that if we can bring our audience, our community uh, on board with real world projects, right? What's going on in the industry, then they will be much more employable. Their job search journey would become a little bit easier. And that's where this journey started with just a few candidates. Uh, Almost 4 months ago, where we started on this platform, and until now, we have held more than 25,000 candidates in this journey, which are on our project's platform. We have a huge Discord community now. So again, every week we do one or two projects and we invite a mentor. So today our mentor is Aun. We'll jump into Aun's journey very soon. But in the next 1 week, we are going to first introduce you a project today. We'll give you a high level overview of how you can start on this particular project. In the next 1 week, my team and Aun will give you mentorship on this on our Discord channel. If you have any question, if you get stuck anywhere, you can simply put your question over there, and our team members will try to get back to you with a solution within 6 to 12 hours. Now, our objective is not to provide you a perfect end-to-end solution, right? Rather than whenever you put up a situation or that, hey, I've got stuck here, or I don't know how to move ahead of, say, module 2 task number 2, we are going to provide you some hints so that you can move ahead, right? And that's how you will be able to slowly move in the project, and at the end hopefully you'll complete it and you'll learn something at the end. At the end of this project, whoever complete this project will get a certificate of completion that your employers, future employers, can always confirm it on our website. At the same time, the winner of this project will also get featured in the Times Square. We have done it past for our previous winners, so hopefully we'll have a new winner this time as well. So to get started, let me share my screen, and Aun would love to jump into your journey. So I'll share my screen and we'll take it from there.
Sounds good.
Perfect. So you should be able to see my screen now. So I
Yeah.
would love to know about your journey, where you are in your journey, how did you reach here? That's very much important to a lot of people out here.
Yeah, so as you guys know, my name is On Muhammad, and I am a senior data analyst at Target. So my journey starts from Amazon. I came in United States back in 2018. So after that, honestly, like I never heard Amazon's name because
Mhm,
I was not using social media when I was in Pakistan. So when I came here, so then I found there is Amazon. They have a lot of opportunities. So I start working in Amazon's warehouse. So in warehouse, people do know they do packing, they do picking, they do like a lot of things, but along with they have opportunity for data analyst. So I started my career as a data analyst in Amazon. So working I would say like 3 months, 3 years, 1 month, 17 days.
mhm.
Between that time, I was getting promoted. I was moving from one building to other. So like I would say like my whole experience is in supply chain. So after 3 years, so yeah, between that time, I met one of the, I would say, Indian guy. He came from India and he told me like he started his masters from NJIT. So then I thought like I should start masters in data science because I was looking for universities, and most of the universities were far from my house and I couldn't attend physically. So then he told me like they have online option as well. On 28th of August 2020 during COVID. So he told me he shared all the information about NGIT, and within a couple of days, I submitted all of the documentation and I got admission in Masters in Data Science. So with my full-time job, I was studying, I was doing full-time work, and then um, last year in 2023, I graduated from Masters, and also in 2022 I found opportunity in Target. So I thought like it's a good opportunity, and it was closer to my house as well. That was 30 minutes drive, but for Amazon it was more than 1 hour.
Okay.
So then I applied for the job. So for my whole journey, I didn't ask to anyone give me a referral. I applied directly because I asked like I would say like 4 to 6 my connections, my friends, like four to six people. So they gave me a referral, but referral didn't work for me personally. I don't know why.
Mhm,
I just wanted to clear because some people they think like without referral you can't get into a Amazon or Target or like big companies, but it's not like that. Like I would say it is sometime your luck.
mhm,
So long story short, and then I started in Target. They just like in 2022 I started, and 1 year before they started new building in New Jersey that is closer to my house. So I was like so lucky, and I am hybrid, like 3 days on site, 2 days work from home. Other than that, I am mentoring on TopMate as well, reviewing resumes, um, mock interviews, data analyst interviews, especially. So in Amazon, in my 3 years of tenure, I applied more than 100 jobs, and between those, between that journey, I applied for 100 jobs, but I would say like 30 to 40, I get interview calls. Out
mhm,
of uh, 30 to 40 interviews calls, I passed 10 to 12 interviews. So that like why I am sharing this, because I know especially at this time the market is so slow, and then people, they are getting, I would say, depressed, or like they are like so like desperately looking for the jobs. So like what I did differently, like I was reaching out to hiring managers with my introduction, what I am doing, or what I am studying. So then they were getting back to me. Not all of them, they were getting back to me, but I can say like 50% they were getting back to me. And then I was having a quick chat with them, and then if they shared their job description. And the other thing that I noticed, job description that they share in they post on the LinkedIn, let's say. So they write, like I would say, minimum requirements they put on the job description. But when you discuss with the hiring manager, like one to one, so then they tell you more things as well. So my recent experience, that I was interested in one of the lead data analyst role. So then I reach out to hiring manager, and then they told me we are looking for someone who has machine learning experience as well, because they were looking for a candidate who can perform 50% of machine learning thing, 50% of data analyst thing. So then I thought like it's not for me, because I worked in machine learning, but I wasn't having a real time experience. So I passed that opportunity. So yeah, that was my whole journey.
That's amazing. I have a few follow-up question on your journey. So you mentioned that you referrals didn't work for you, but job applications did, right?
Yeah.
Which is great information for a lot of candidates. Uh, do you would you recommend people to modify their resume for each job position, or how did you approach it? Because 100 or so job applications and getting a job offer, that's not a bad ratio at all.
Yes. So honestly, the only one thing that I was doing when I was applying for the job, I was making sure, like usually I look in the job on the LinkedIn, right? So not for Amazon, like overall outside of Amazon or Target. So I look for the job. So what I see, like how many skills are matching with the job description. Usually it tells us like out of 10, 8 out of 10 or 7 out of 10. So that means there are something that is missing. So I realized most of the time those are the common skills that I am using in my current job, or I used previously. Let's say one is communication.
Mhm.
So that is not mentioned on my resume, right? So usually if you notice, like in job description, they mention communication is required for this skill, not
Mhm.
just writing, speaking as well.
Yeah.
So that is one thing. So that I try to tailor. I don't tailor for like each single job, but I do like after 5 or 6 applying for the jobs, and then I wait for a week or couple of weeks, then I tailor my resume.
Okay.
So that's my approach. And of course, LinkedIn, you should like, honestly speaking, like I am receiving messages from I would say like consulting companies, or like some of the recruiters, they are directly reaching out to me through LinkedIn, because my LinkedIn is well written. Whatever I am doing or whatever I had done previously, I meant like in a right way. So then if you will look at my LinkedIn, so then you can see, okay, so so that's the other thing, that recruiters, they reach out to you, of course. If you like, that's why like I encourage um, new data analyst, or like aspiring data analyst, to whatever you are working on. It doesn't matter if it is a small project or a big project, or like what level of project it is. Post it on your LinkedIn and ask suggestions to seniors. Like you can mention them, not like mention, like I have seen like one of the guy mentioned like 10, 20 people. Do not mention like all of them, just mention like couple of them, that those are in your connection. So then you can ask for guidelines, like you can ask like feedback, so that you can improve.
Mhm.
So, and the other thing that I would say, keep applying, because at this time, like most of the companies, they do open a job, but they do have some person in their mind, and they go for them. And then because that is, I would say, procedure, whenever they open the rec, they have to open it for externally as well. Recently I had experience. I reached out to one of my friend, and he told me like that job that you applied, so they give someone who was working in their like XYZ team. So I was like, that totally understandable, because I knew like these things happens. And like when we applying for the like when I was applying for the, externally, so I don't know what is going on.
Hmm.
How do I know these things? Because I learned from Amazon and Target. I was reaching out to hiring managers, and they told me like they said that like we are having a candidate, so we are moving forward with them. Why we open this job? Because this is our procedure, to move from team A to team B. So
Wow.
keep applying, uh, keep encouraging yourself. Do not, I would say, give up.
Yep. I would like to add one more thing here to Aun. So, as Aun mentioned, that okay, sometimes job positions open up as a part of the procedure. I was talking to head of one of the very big ATS platform like Greenhouse or Liver. I won't take the specific name, but it's of that level where like more than 30% of all US jobs get posted.
Mhm.
And this founder of this company actually, I clearly asked him that, hey, I want to know how you guys, what is your algorithm to shortlist candidates when you receive 1,000 applications for a job position?
Mhm.
And he told me that honestly, there are not many algorithms out there. Rather
Mhm.
than in more than 80% of the cases, he mentioned that companies receive thousands of applications within a few days, and
Yes.
after that, uh, either the candidates get shortlisted basis on if the company has put up a question that, hey, has somebody referred you, so those candidates get pushed to the top, or if
Yes.
a company has put certain criteria that we need candidates with 2 or 3 plus years of experience, and they get pushed to the top. Or in many cases, employers just review first few hundred applications, and
Yes.
then if they find a good candidate, they never review rest of the 1,000 applications, right?
Yep.
And he said that's the reality. So if you are not getting an interview call, if you are not getting shortlisted, don't get disheartened that your resume is not that great enough, or there is some other issue with you, right? Because sometimes maybe your application never got in front of the right person,
Yep.
right? So that's also a possibility. One
Yeah.
more question, Aun, before we move forward. I mean, you come from a supply chain background, you
Yep.
did your masters, and then you applied. I mean, it's very difficult to stand out, right? As a new data analyst, because there are a lot of data analyst candidates available in the market. What is your recommendation to stand out?
Yeah. So main thing is like I'm sharing my experiences that I spoke to hiring managers, right?
Mhm.
And then I will share my that the strategy that I was using. So recently, when I spoke to hiring managers, so they ask like they give you like brief overview of job that they are like hiring for a candidate. So they said like we are looking for someone who has, let's say, supply chain experience.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, that's a plus point for me. I already have supply chain experience, you know um, and some of them, let's say, they said finance experience, and then I asked them, is it required for that job, or like whoever will join, you guys will provide training?
Mhm.
So some of them, they said like it is required. So that means my, I would say, uh, like my candidacy is like in, I would say, I'm not selecting, they are not selecting me for the interview, because I don't have finance experience. If someone has, so they will move forward with that. Let's say financial analyst, right?
Yep.
So financial analyst and data analyst, they do I would say almost similar things, but they have different softwares, and the financial analyst, they should have experience of finance, but
Mhm.
they used same tool. One of my neighbor, I met them, and they told me like she's a financial analyst. And then I asked them, what tool do you guys use? They said like Excel, Tableau, Power BI. So like these are the same tools that we are using. The only thing matters is domain experience as well. And for a new analyst, they don't have, let's say, experience, they can take the projects, supply chain projects, or like finance projects. It is not, I would say, a big deal to learn about supply chain or finance. You can study, you can little bit dive deep into these domains, and then you can move forward, then you can speak about that, so my strategy was about that, like while I was having a supply chain experience. So then I start digging for the jobs internally, especially because I know like there are opportunities, and I do know they will prefer me instead of external. So then I start asking questions to the managers, those who are working on the floor, like let's say about peak process. I ask them like, how do you guys pick the item? How do you guys receive the items? So then they mention the whole thing from A to Z story. So then I knew, okay, so this is a process how we receive the products in our building, and after receiving the products, where that product is going. So like I would say almost 60-70% the process that was happening in my building I knew.
Hmm.
So then I put it like supply chain experience on my resume in my skills section. So where it says like you can see like, okay, so he is having a supply chain experience. And then I was doing research, like research. It will take more time, but I in short, like the research is like the items were missing from the bins where they were putting in, or they were finding extra products in the bins. So that was coming up to me, and I was doing research. What are the root causes behind that? Why the item is missing from that bin? Is the picker pick two items, or is the person who was putting the item in the bin just put extra item in the bin? So that I put on my resume like root cause analysis. So like whatever you are doing in your projects, you have to mention in your skill set, because like I have seen one of the guy, he created his portfolio, and in which he mentioned I created a dashboard. So if you will say you created a dashboard, that I would think as a hiring manager he just created a dashboard. But I asked that person a question, like I said, like, did you clean that data? Did you process that data? So you did whole process. Why you are mentioning just creating a dashboard? You know. So if you will mention those just a dashboard, so like I will think like he just created a dashboard. That's it. There was nothing else he did. So if you will write like from A to Z process, you can't write, but you can say data cleaning or data processing, or like data prepping, whatever. So that would be another plus point, because like these are the in the requirements in the job. Like most of the jobs, you can see the skills, what skills they are looking for. Preparing the data set, that is the main thing. And then they ask like solve like work with a big data set. So that is another I would say complexity. People, they didn't get a chance to work on a big data set, because in big data set there are a lot of anomalies. There are a lot of, sometime you will see like xyz column is empty. So then how do you deal with that? Like that's a minor example.
Yep. No, I think that's a great advice, and also getting in touch with hiring managers just as an informational interview call make you smarter for your future conversations, right?
Yes.
Instead of not talking to anyone, I mean, if someone connect with you on a 30 minutes call, right, and learn about what you're doing, what's your viewpoint on data analysis jobs and everything else, they will have way more knowledge for their future conversations. So at least from that perspective, it's very important.
Yes. So why do I reach out to hiring manager first? Because like people, they, as I said, like I'm mentoring on TopMate. So candidates, they ask me like I do remember one of the candidates, she asked me like I'm looking for a job in XYZ company, or like outside of my current company. So then I ask like, what kind of skills you worked on, or like what experiences do you have currently? Let's say they said like, I want to work on cloud data engineering thing. So then I ask, do your team or like your company is providing that platform for work? And she said like yes or no. So that means their major work was on premises, but she wanted to exposure. She wanted to get exposure in cloud. So then I suggest them, like, you have free resources. Like, cloud is not free for everyone. But if you're working in a company that is providing you free resources, then start implementing your projects on cloud,
Hmm.
because through that way you will work on the project is same, but you are doing little bit different, that you are working on cloud. Then you can put on your resume, like, I work in a cloud services. It
Hmm.
doesn't matter it's AWS or GCP or Azure. Just only things matters because I saw, like, they said, like, cloud services,
Hmm.
any of them, like one of them is GCP or whatever. So, like, so when I asked them, so then they said, like, okay, yes, I have opportunity. I was like, work on that at least 5 to 6 months, then start looking out for the jobs externally or internally, however you want to proceed.
Yep, absolutely. No, that's a wonderful information and knowledge. Let's jump on to the next part of it. Let me get started with my introduction, and then we'll jump into the project details.
Mhm.
So, guys, a little bit upon on my background. So, I did my engineering back in India in 2012, long back now, 12 years ago. After my engineering, I came to US for my master's degree at Duke University in 2015. After graduating from Duke, I got my first job at PwC as a Salesforce consultant in their tech consulting division. Chicago and PwC was amazing, but Chicago was super cold. So I decided to move to San Francisco and worked at Deloitte Consulting for about 3.5 years in their tech consulting division as a senior Salesforce consultant. And during my time at Deloitte, I was also part of the recruitment team. So every Friday, I used to either interview candidates or visit different universities for software engineering, data science, and entry level consultant role hiring. And that time made me align into the direction of career counseling and mentorship. So in 2020, I decided to leave my job and start High Counselor. Uh, Again, I was on H-1B visa when I was with Deloitte. So, starting a company as an immigrant in the US, that's another level of challenge, and that requires another level of some more information as well, which took me like 2 to 3 years. And I always make myself available if somebody wants to transition into entrepreneurship in the US, because I believe a little bit of information and mentorship can absolutely change game for you, right? So I know most of you are looking for a job right now, but once you get settled in your job in the future, and if you plan to start something in the US, right, and you're concerned about, okay, can I start a company on H-1B? What visa is required? How can I raise funds from VCs? Feel free to reach out to me. I always enjoy sharing that knowledge and to see more and more entrepreneurs jumping into this domain. Okay. So our journey at High Counselor just started with myself and my co-founder, and in this journey, we have helped 600 plus candidates so far find a full-time job in the US, and we have raised almost $2 million in VC funds from VCs in Silicon Valley. But the reason why we started High Counselor, there were three major challenges that we noticed that most of the job seekers struggle, especially those entry-level candidates. First is people lack hands-on work experience, for which we are here today, right? So that people can get industry experience. Second one is people lack interview opportunities. A lot of time candidates do not know how to get interview calls. The only thing that they know is blindly applying to thousands of job positions and probably getting frustrated after that. And third thing is, even when people land interview calls, they feel unprepared for it. A lot. I mean, as Aun mentioned, that he was able to clear 10 interview rounds and then eventually got to a few job offers. I've seen candidates' success rate is very low, even less than 5%. Right. And the way I see this is that it takes a lot of effort to get an interview call. And then if you can't crack it, that's a bummer. Right. So that's why we started High Counselor, and our objective was to create a 360-degree ecosystem, an ecosystem in which we help candidates with learning as well. We can provide them the skills that they require to for their dream job. We can provide them work experience through internships and real-world projects. We can help them with their resume, LinkedIn, and eventually we also help them land interview calls by better matching them to the jobs, by speeding up their job application, or by networking for them so that they can get referrals. Okay. Right now, we help candidates in 5 categories only. If you're looking for a software engineering role or a data science role, Salesforce sales or product management role, we are there to help you out. Our pricing is success based payment. That means you need to apply to High Counselor, fill out a small application, we'll review your application, we'll take your interview, and then if we feel right, we will admit you in our program. Once admitted, you do not need to pay anything upfront. It's absolutely $0, no hidden fees at all. Okay. You only pay once you land a job, that too in monthly installments. We have two plans with us. One is a starter plan, another one is an advanced plan. The difference between starter and advanced plan is basically in advanced plan, we provide you more one-on-one support. You get our team who apply to a lot of jobs for you, who helps you with faster networking. If you need a remote internship, we get you that as well. And if you get layoff, we provide you a layoff security support as well. Okay. A lot of success stories are posted on our website, and if you want to understand difference between both of our packages, the best way is go to our website and you can sign up for an info session. We do 2 info sessions every week. Let me show it to you really quick. So you can go to our website, simply click on this button, apply to upcoming cohort. When you apply on this, click on this one. There is a small application that you can fill by start clicking on start application, fill it out. We'll review your application. We interview every candidate before admitting at High Counselor. And after that, once we admit you, we can get it started with you. But if you want to learn more about our starter plan or advanced plan, have questions on it, simply click on this button, sign up for our info session. And 2 times a week at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, my team members will connect with you. So you can simply come here, sign up for our info session. And my team member Kinsley, most probably she conduct all the info session. She'll be able to answer all your questions. Okay. It's all about High Counselor. Let's jump into our project details now. So, Aun, would you like to give a quick description of project and then we'll jump into platform overview?
Yeah, so this is exciting project. It is about AutoScout German cars. So that is I would say most mostly you will use Python, Pandas, Matplotlib, and Seaborn. Like these skills are like I would say everyone is. I studied in my masters, so we already learned these skills. But where I was thinking when I was learning, so where would I implement these skills? Right, so I would say that's a good opportunity. Working on this project, you can showcase your skill set, you can solve these problems. Using Python, Pandas, Matplotlib, you will analyze the data with you will find the patterns and trends. So this project offers hands-on experience in data pre-processing that I mentioned earlier. Like before you start working with visualization or dashboarding, you have to pre-process the data. So you have to clean the data. You have to add more columns or like some mathematical calculations, so on. So after that. So basically, the insights from this exploration benefit automotive industry stakeholders by revealing market dynamics, consumer preference, and guiding strategic decision across sectors. As I mentioned, like domain experience is really required for the job that you are applying. If the job is for automotive, like let's say one of the, I don't remember the company name, I believe it was Mazda. They were hiring a senior data analyst. So I am 100% sure they were looking for someone who has experience in automotive industry. So like this is a good opportunity. So in the project we have modules. So in first module one we will clean and you can clean and pre-process the data. Module two, I want to mention one thing here, like each module having clear instructions what you have to do in next step. Let's say like in module one you have part six parts or seven parts. So each part will tell you like, okay, so in this part you have to upload the data set or read the data set, or then this part you have to clean this data set or like remove the columns, whatever. So like these are the modules: data cleaning and pre-processing. Module 2, filtering and standardizing the data. Module 3, data type conversion and quality assurance. and then it comes 4, that is EDA, that we will create charts, graphs, whatever. Module 5 is comparative analysis of car attributes, like how you will compare like Accord, Honda Accord 2022 versus 2024, or like whatever they have it.
Mhm. Okay, Sound, you can share your screen to give a platform overview.
Yes, share screen.
And guys, until Aun share his screen, all the questions related to this project, we are going to answer them on a Discord channel. In the Discord channel, QR code is given over here. You can either scan this QR code and join this Discord community, or I'll also share the link of the Discord channel shortly with you. But here is on your screen.
Yeah, okay, so you can see my screen. Okay, so I believe I am already signed in this platform. So you can directly go to highcounselor.com and then log in, um, candidate login or employer login. I believe mine is employer, right?
No, yours is also candidate login.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, you just have like the admin access.
Oh, okay. So let me go back. Click on login and candidate login. I already saved it, so then I can use my credentials. If you are new to this platform, so you can create your account as Aditya mentioned.
And then you can simply go to
So,
projects at the
yeah,
top.
directly go to projects, and then here you can search the project's name here, or difficulty level, or like select a job role for which job you want to do, solve the project, or like skills, whatever. So our project is AutoScout. So here it is, and then you can see this is our project, and click on go to sandbox. So here you can see this is my project that I last night I opened it. So you can click on open sandbox. If it is your first time, so then you will not see anything here. So you have to click on new from template. Let's try. Yeah. So as soon as you click on new from template, so you can see this is our project that we need to work on. So you can click open sandbox. Jupyter notebook is uploading here. So here you can see this is a project description, and then as I said, like module 1 is having a reading and analysis the data. So we have tasks in each module. In module 1 we have 7 tasks. So task 1, we you can read and analyze the data. So it's so simple. And then dropping the column, as I said, like sometime we have to add the column, or sometime we delete the column. Dropping the column from data frame, and then counting null values in the data. So, yep. Task 4 is analyzing missing fuel consumption data by fuel type. So yeah, this is module 1, and in module 2, we have almost 6 or 7 tasks. So from here, you can analyze the cars listing by years, like car modules by each year, filtering years in dataset, filtering dataset by years, extracting fuel consumption range for electric cars. So like after completing one task, you can move forward to another task. As Aditya mentioned, like if you are struggling with your tasks, you can post your question in the Discord channel. You will not get a solution, but you will get hints how to solve that task. So here you can see like all of the modules, and one that means module 1 task 1. And as soon as like you are finished with one, so you can scroll down, and then you can move to a next module or next part, next task. So here you can see as soon as you clicked on 1 1 or 1 2, you can see here module 1 task 2. You can see the description also on the left side. So right side is your Jupyter notebook, where you will write your code and run that code and the left side you will get helpful links or like description about your task, whatever you are doing. So yeah, I do have admin credentials, so that's why you can see solution option here. But for your case, there will be just a description. You could not see, you will not be able to see solution part. So yeah, if you guys have any question, feel free to ask. Uh, I can't hear you,
Oh,
Aditya.
sorry for that. Yeah, I was on mute. Yeah, thank you so much, Aun, for a quick overview. Guys, any question that you may have related to project, anything, please put that in the chat box and we'll be more than happy to answer.
Yeah, and just a reminder, for first week you can solve two free of cost projects through this through High Counselor,
Yep,
and top three candidates name will go on the time scale, right?
absolutely. Yes, absolutely. So, guys, let me share my screen and I can show to those who are here for the first time. Give me 1 second. So the winner of the project, they will be featured on Times Square, and here is how our previous winners got featured on Times Square. Let me see if I can share them. For example, Rupmati shared when she got featured on Times Square, got great traction, 176 likes, and this is how. And we also provide you recording, right, so that you can add it to your portfolio. You can share it on your social media, and definitely that helps you in getting more interview calls or getting some traction. Okay, so we are excited to see who becomes winner in this particular project. One more important thing related to the platform is as we always talk about, like having real world experience, right, but showcasing them is also equally important. So whatever project you complete on the platform, you will be able to see your portfolio on the left hand side of the screen. When you click on view your portfolio, you'll be able to see all the projects that you have done, and based on those projects, what skills you have learned, you'll be able to see it over here. And you can share this portfolio link by clicking this copy portfolio URL. You can simply copy your portfolio URL, share it on your LinkedIn profile, on your resume, or wherever. You can literally go to hiring managers and recruiters and say, I may not have 5 years of experience or 3 years of industry experience, but look at the real world projects that I have completed. And they'll be able to come and validate your projects over here. So I would highly, highly recommend you to simply go on your LinkedIn profile, click on your pick, click on this edit icon, and right over here you can add your portfolio link. My profile is a premium profile, that's why I get this custom edit button where I can add the portfolio link over here like this. But even if you do not have a premium profile, you can simply, you get, I think, an option to add any link, and you can mention that that's your portfolio link. Okay, so make sure to always do that. Okay, one more thing that I would like to cover is presence on social media. I think you talked about that you should always post about whatever project that you're working on, and I strongly believe in social media presence, right? And I think that's how we both of us also got connected, right? I came to know about your expertise and we got in touch, right? And that's where we are here today. Guys, whatever project you do on High Counselor or outside of High Counselor at your school, make sure to talk about it on your LinkedIn profile. And that's why in your sandbox you'll get a link, a button over here called LinkedIn post. In this particular link, I have provided sample templates that you can directly use on your social media. You can say directly utilize this template, fill in your information that, hey, I'm working on this particular project, these are the skills that I'm learning, I'll keep you posted. So there are multiple templates that I've given. Feel free to use them, but keep your social media alive,
Yep.
right? On anything that you can talk about motivating people, because I see people utilizing LinkedIn in a very wrong manner. They just go on LinkedIn, search for a job, say data analyst, and either they network with people over there by sending the connect request, or they just apply to jobs. But nobody is posting what they're doing on LinkedIn, which is
Yes.
a big gap.
Yeah, that's, I would say, a big gap. Like, I joined LinkedIn on 2018, and I start writing like regularly. That was in December 2023. But before that, like, I was posting something, and same as you said, like, people, they are not using in a right way. They're just going for the jobs and just apply for the job. So whatever. So I have seen, as I mentioned, like, recruiters, they do reach out to you through LinkedIn. So first of all, they go to your LinkedIn and they see what you have on your LinkedIn. If I don't have any project on my LinkedIn, like when I was in school, so I did school projects. So that I put detail on my in project section on my LinkedIn. So I am 100% sure if the recruiter, they are on my profile, so they can see like which projects I work, which technologies I work, um, and they can see the tools as well. So, like, if you are working on the project, as Ditya said, go and start. I am started working on this project. I will keep you posted. And the other thing I want to mention, that is, like, as soon as you are done with the project, write a little bit more about the project. Do not just say like, okay, I just completed my first dashboard, that's it. I know that is big achievement, as I said like earlier. So whenever you are mentioning something, you did like 4 or 5 steps behind the scene, but you are not mentioning those scenes. You should mention like, I prepped the data set, I clean the data set, like whole things. I'm not saying like write in a detail. Just write like, I did data cleaning, I did data processing. You know, the tools or the skills like pandas, matplotlib, whatever technologies or like whatever libraries you used. So mention each and everything. So like that will give me a high overview. Okay, so this guy has skills in pandas, they know about matplotlib, they know about seaborn, so they know like stats tools as well, you know. So that's the one thing that I am seeing like recently. Uh, I do cheer those people, those are working on their skill set, they are completing their projects. It doesn't matter that is for their own learning or that is a school project, but still, like, I do cheer them. And I have seen, but honestly, like, I believe this is a better opportunity or good platform to say out loud.
Absolutely. Now, guys, an ounce profile is a perfect example on how you can articulate your experience, how you should write on LinkedIn. And I've shared his LinkedIn profile in comments box, guys. Please follow Ounce LinkedIn profile and feel free to bug him. Right? I always, whenever I find an expert, I don't hesitate to bug them, ask them question, build relationship with them. Right? So make sure to properly utilize LinkedIn. That's super important. Super important.
Yes. And I would say uh, like whenever you are reaching out to someone through LinkedIn, instead of just say hi, hello, write little bit about something about yourself. Like, I'm not saying put a couple of pages introduction. Just write like in a one paragraph. And again, like, there's I have seen like a lot of people, they were reaching out to me, they are still reaching out to me. Like, I do have my personal life. So maybe I will not get back to you. Let's say if you message me after this call, so maybe I will not get back to you because like I have to do some chores. I have other commitments. But as soon as I will get a chance, I will reply you. I try to help. Like, I know helping people. It's not something like uh, if I will help you, so that will not take something from me. You know, I'm not losing my job if I am helping you.
Yep.
You know, we will grow together. So that's the thing. Like, work together, grow together. Like, maybe I will not like people. They ask me referral, so I reach out to max limit of referrals. So maybe I will not provide you a referral, but hopefully I can guide you in some ways. Like, you know, working on projects, or like I can guide you, like, you know, in a different way maybe. So that's on that I have seen. Like, my inbox is full, honestly, and I was trying to manage my full time job and my other commitments. So I thought like I should say it out loud because like recently I received a message. They asked me to review their resume, and then I said like, okay, I will review in a couple of days. So they said like it just takes 15 to 20 minutes. Why a couple of days? I was like, man, I do have my personal life. I do have commitments,
Yeah.
you know. So then like that's the thing. Like otherwise, like you can see my TalkMate profile. Go to that profile and schedule the call, and yeah,
No, guys, around it's very important to understand that, 'cause I've come across candidates who said, "Oh, I reached out to a few people, they did not respond to me." Right? I mean, people want to help. It is just that their personal and professional life,
yes,
sometimes there's a lot going on. Sometimes
yes,
I have a great day, right? Coming back from office, I want to help everyone. Sometimes I have a bad day, right? I don't want to talk to anyone,
yes.
which is fine.
And I want to say like, especially during this Ramadan, my sleeping time is like disturbed.
Yeah.
Like usually I was almost sleeping like 7 to 8 hours, but these days like 5 to 6 hours, sometimes less. Last couple of days, like I slept at around 1 a.m. in the morning, and then I woke up at 5 a.m. and then I go to bed again like 1 p.m. 1 a.m. Sorry. So like it's a 17, 18, 20 hours. So like maybe I'm not getting back to you at that time. As soon as I get a chance, so I will reply. So I would say like when I started my journey, I still like I reach out to people, and they saw my message. I know they have seen my message, but maybe they are busy. Okay, so they thought like, okay, I will get back to them. Maybe they forgot. Do not hesitate to send them a reminder message instead of saying something, negative things,
Mhm.
because I do believe when we speak to someone, so then we are catching energies. When we meet some people, like your friends or like your surrounding, so we catch the energy. So spread positive energies, so that will help you, that will encourage you. I encourage myself in that way. I do know like I was reaching out to people, they were not replying me. I was like, okay, so that doesn't mean like if 4 or 5 people they are busy, you never know like what's going on in their life, as you said. So like try to understand their professional and social life as well. So hopefully things will get better for everyone,
Absolutely.
and the job market will open.
For sure.
Yeah.
So I think on we can just take a few last few questions. I think there are not many, and then we can wrap up the call. So Bradley says, da da da. This question from I can't continue past question. It's saying I need to pay. So Bradley, we have two projects free on our platform that you can do. If you need to do more than two projects, I think you have already completed two projects on our platform. If you want to do more than two projects, then you need to take the premium subscription. Right now, I think I forgot to mention, but you can utilize this promo code, which is pound 20, to get 20% uh, one second discount on this subscription as well. Give me 1 second and I'll share that with you on the screen. Yes. So if you utilize this promo code at the checkout, you'll get 20% discount as well. So feel free to take that. But up to two projects, you can do it absolutely for free of cost. What else? Is there any other question? I think we are all good. And guys, please do fill out that Google form that I shared earlier with you. If you can connect me with your professor, it would be great to meet them. It would be great to understand their challenges. And if we could figure out a solution for them, that's amazing. So I'm sharing the Google form link again with all of you here in the chat box. If you haven't filled it so far, please take a moment to fill it out. This is going to be very, very helpful. Okay. What else? Are we good to wrap up?
Okay, yeah, I honestly I can't see any comments here
Yeah.
because my internet connection was disturbed.
No,
So
I think we are all
if
good.
you have any questions, so
Yep. I think we are good. Good to wrap up for now. But thank you so much, Aun, for taking out time for this session. And I'll add you to our Discord community as well. You will be able to see all the Q&A going on for this particular project. We'll keep you posted with the winner and everything.
Yep.
And we look forward to working with you again.
Yeah, thanks for having me in today's live session. It was pleasure. It was honestly, it was my very first time coming on live, so I was a little nervous as well. And thank you again to you um, for everything. You know,
Absolutely. Pleasure to have you. And I'm sure everyone here on the call had learned a lot from your journey.
yeah,
So, same for me as well. Thank you so much, Aun.
yeah,
Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. See you. Bye.
yeah. Thank you.